first 2 games in this 4-game set.
Yeah, everything's gone to plan so far. See, the home team's taken the first 2 games of this 4-game set, and they're playing real well right now. No reason to think they can't make it 3 straight here.
More from the guys as this one goes along, but first, let's take a look at the starting lineup for the visiting Angels, as longtime manager Mike Scioscia will line up his guys like this. They'll match up against one of the more prized prospects in the game today, the flame-throwing right-hander Taijuan Walker. And the Mariners defensively would look like this behind him. Eric Ibar will move towards the batter's box as we're just about set to get underway tonight.
For the Angels, shortstop, Eric Ibar.
First pitch of the game is taken for ball 1 as we get underway at 7:11 tonight. EK, let's take a look at our homestanding 9 as they enter play here this evening. They've been playing some pretty good baseball of late as they've won 6 of their last 8 games.
Yeah, finally some signs of life from a team that's pretty well underachieved so far this season. They've been playing some much better baseball of late, so we'll see if they can keep things pointed in the right direction.
Here's the 1-1. That one finds the target on the outer half. It's 1-2. High strikes, probably not on the docket for places he wants to be.
Yeah, I mean, it's no secret. You've got to keep the ball down against a team like this. If you go up every once in a while with a fastball, you'll be fine. But you're not going to last too long if you make a habit of working up there with your secondary pitches.
And he just manages to stay alive here as he fights this one foul. Here's another 1-2. A swing and the bat explodes as this is on the ground to third. Throw on to first, in time, 1 away.
You know, doesn't it just seem like the cut fastballs are the pitches that destroy more bats than any other pitch? Here's another one right here. Running hard and in, and this bat doesn't stand a chance.
Cole Calhoun will stand in now, as he can't catch up on a fastball at the letters, and it's strike 1. Comes into this one at 271. 6 home runs and 31 RBIs. Now here it comes. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
Yeah, that pitch is still up a little bit, but at least this one was out on a corner. But I don't think I'd want to be making a living up there too much.
Here's the pitch. Fouled back. Now another 0-2. And now a pitch hit sharply on the ground. On to first, and there are 2 down. Mike Trout will dig in now. And as you can see, he's right up there in the American League batting race, currently second entering play. First offering on the way. Ball one. You got to figure that man right there would be more than happy to see this guy at the plate taking his swings with 2 out and nobody on all night long.
So would the guy on the mound.
Here's the 1-0. On the ground is short. Fielded there by Bloomquist. And the throw just does beat him at the bag, so the side is retired. Angels go down 1-2-3. Angels nothing. Mariners coming to bat. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. There's the starting lineup for the host Mariners. They'll go to work against a tough assignment indeed, matching up against a good one in Jared Weaver. And defensively, the Angels will look like this in the field. Logan Morrison will step in now to lead things off in the home half of the first.
Leading off for the Mariners, first baseman, Logan Morrison.
Swing and a ball chopped foul down the left side. Pitch on the way. And this is fouled straight back. Now the pitch. Grounded softly to the left side. Throws in time, and that's out number 1. A look here at the scouting report for the 32-year-old right-hander, as that'll give you an indication of the pitch types and relative speeds he'll be hitting moving forward. Austin Jackson digs in at the plate. Now the first pitch. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. And Eric, this Angel Ball Club entering play here tonight, they come in a bit of a rough patch. They've dropped 4 in a row.
When you're looking at trying to get out of a funk like this, it always helps when you can hand the ball over to a veteran starter that's been through this before, and luckily for them, they're going to be able to do that here.
The 1-1. And this is lined right back up the middle. And roaming over his eye bar, but he won't get there. A base hit.
Oh, and that's a good sign right there. They're really hoping to get him going out of that 2 spot. And he comes through big time right here with a first-inning single.
Robinson Cano will stride forward now, looking to keep that hit streak alive. Currently at 6 games entering play. Cano waits on the first pitch. In there for strike 1, 0-1. Cano waiting on the 0-1. This is swung on and lifted down the left field line, but it'll get back into the crowd as he jumps ahead of him now, 0-2. He's set, now the pitch. On the move again from first. Pitch inside, the throw. It's offline, but he's out. Gunned down trying to swipe the base.
Well, so much for that first hit of the game. Now he's going to try to press his luck and take second, but a good throw cuts him down.
The 1-2. And he'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. Here comes a 2-2. And a swing and a miss, as all he could do was reach out in vain for that one, and the side is retired. Mariners go down quietly there. We played an inning. No score. Albert Pujols will stand in now. He homered in the ballgame last night.
Albert Pujols.
And that's swung on and fouled straight back. One strike to Pujols. And a fastball just misses. It's 1-1. Now the 1-1 pitch. Up high. 2-1 now. Here it comes. 3-1 now.
And they know full well the threat that this guy poses. So even down 3-1, I can't imagine he's going to get anything that he can drive right here.
3-2. A pretty dangerous spot for that one.
I don't think it was by design. It's one thing to miss your spots out of the zone, but when you miss in the zone, especially up, that's when you tend to get hurt.
Here's the 3-2 pitch. Just does stay alive as this is fouled back. A payoff pitch one more time. Oh, and he lets him off the hook there as this isn't even close for ball 4.
Hey, you know what? That's all right. He gave him a pretty good battle up there, and he never gave in to him. A walk you can work around. A home run, you can't.
C.J. Cron will get his first shot down, and he's seen that average climb a bit here recently thanks to what he's done over the course of these last 5 ball games. In there, 0-1. He's ready. Now the pitch. And this is hit hard on the ground to first. The second for 1. On to first. Not in time as the umpire was right there to make the call.
This is always a tough throw here for a first baseman coming off the bag. You got to make sure that you don't just throw the ball right into the runner's back heading down to second base. Here he takes just a little extra time to make sure that he makes a good throw. And they're going to settle for just 1 at second.
David Freese will get his first shot at it here, and he's got to be hoping to turn things around because you see the numbers over the last 5 games. Not much going on there at all. 2-0 now.
Well, 2 very good takes here. You can see they're trying to get him to hit something on the ground, but he's going to make him bring something up.
Now a pitch swung on and hit to the left side, but this is going to find the seats, a foul ball. To 2-2 now. No score here as we play inning number 2. Here now the 2-2. And struck him out. And you see it there on your screen. Strikeout number 100 for him on the year, and that ain't bad. Johnny Giavotella will get his first opportunity here, and that average is certainly not where he wants it, down in the 220s to begin the ball game. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1. Two out with the man at first. Pause, now the pitch. Now a changeup in on the hands that evens it at 1-1. From the belt, the pitch. Inside here with the hard stuff, and it's 2-1 now. Comes set, now the pitch. Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. And the first baseman can't get there. Here he comes on 2-2. And a fastball called strike 3, and the side is retired. Angels leave 1. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Nelson Cruz will stand in, and he's seen that average climb the past week or so as you see what he's done over the course of the last 7 ball games.
Nelson Cruz.
Here's the first offering. And the 34-year-old veteran looks at a called strike. It's 0-1.
You know, it's so important with guys like this to get ahead with strike 1. Put them behind in the count and on their back foot right away.
And now a pitch on the way. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
Boy, when he's got that thing going good, it just takes a nosedive right at the end.
Swinging a ball hit on the ground. And he's set down, 1 away. Kyle Seager will get his first opportunity here. And as you can see, he's got that average up over the 290 mark to begin play. Started to go around there, but he holds up ball 1.
He just about went around. He was lucky to put on the brakes when he did.
And he watches one miss outside, 2-0 now. And this is something we've seen a lot from him recently. He's worked his way into another good hitter's count.
Yeah, it's not unrelated either. When you're going good at the plate, usually means you're being selective and you're not getting yourself out. And when that happens, you'll find yourself in these kind of counts.
Now a check swing, but it's strike 1 anyway, says the home plate umpire. Here's the 2-1 pitch.
Here we go.
Now a swing, and he popped him up. And no ordinary pop-up at that. This is way up there. And Freese will look this one in, and there are 2 away now. Seth Smith get his first chance now, trying to get something started with 2 away here in the bottom of the second. Now here's the first pitch. And that misses, ball 1.
1 ball, no strike.
The next pitch. Now a fastball for a called strike. It's 1-1. Here's the 1-1 pitch. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Yeah, and when that pitch starts off outside, it's much easier to get a better view of it and then just lay off.
Bottom of the second here with no score. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Swinging a ball hit softly on the ground. Throw to Pujols is going to be in time, and the inning is over. So a good inning there for Jared Weaver. It remains 0-0. Colin Cowgill is ready to go here as we begin the third. Now the first pitch. Up and away to start the inning. It's 1-0.
Yeah, and when your team still doesn't have a hit, you appreciate a call like that once in a while.
First 2 pitches off the mark here. It's 2-0.
Come on, I'll watch the game.
Now here's the pitch. And now this is swung on and pulled down the third base line. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third. Drew Butera will step in now. Now here's the first pitch. Cut fastball in there for a called strike. Now here it comes. Set up away with the changeup, but it's 1-1. Here's the pitch. And a half swing here, but this is in there for a called strike 2.
Now that he's fully loose out there, you can see he's getting a little more zip on that fastball than he had coming out of the gate.
Here's the 1-2. Fouled straight back. Now Now another 1-2. Fouled straight back. Angels still looking for hit number 1 in the ballgame. Again, a 1-2. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Ooh, there's a tough one to take right there on a 1-2 pitch, especially after fighting off so many pitches leading up to that one.
And here's a ball hit in the air. Under it is Morrison now, and there are 2 away.
Well, this will wind up nothing more than a pop-out in the scorebook. But what won't go unnoticed in that dugout is that he battled for an awfully long time there. That takes a lot of energy out of a guy when he's got to throw that many pitches.
Eric Ibar stands in as he looks at a called strike. And the pitch. And it looks like that'll put him into the hit column here, as this is into left field, a base hit.
Well, he'd had some high-stress innings here so far. It was looking like he turned a corner and was on his way to a much-needed 1-2-3, but he's going to have to get in the stretch here after all.
Cole Calhoun is in for the second time now as he looks at a ball inside, 1-0. Here's a 1-0. And a strike to even the count, 1-1. One on the way. And he gets a piece here as this ball is fouled away. Here comes a 1-2. And this is going to be a foul ball. Another 1-2 delivery. Fastball, and he's got to duck away for dear life there.
He did not like that one bit. You know, it's one thing to work in with the hard stuff, but don't do it around the dome.
And this misses, so that'll fill the count at 3-2. And a little battle brewing here as he fights off the 2-strike pitch and chops it foul. Full count offering on its way. And he turns on this one and yanks it foul and back out of play. Just one hit apiece for both of these clubs. And a check swing here, but he holds up far too late as it's strike 3 and the inning is over. So no runs on a hit here, no errors, 1 man left on. We'll move on to the bottom of inning number 3, and we are tied 0-0. Mark Trumbo will come forward now, back in the lineup after being used as a pinch hitter last night. First pitch coming. Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0.
Yeah, that's a good spot to miss against a guy like this. He loves that pitch up in the zone. Most power hitters do, so that's not a bad idea to give him one above the letters.
No offer at the curveball either. It's 2-0.
And on 2-0, this is where he's the most dangerous up there. I know it's a fastball count, but I would maybe think about something else.
2-0 count, the pitch. And he gets the slider over here. It's 2-1 now. Here comes the 2-1. Could have been 3-1. Instead, it's 2-2.
You know, it's just the 3rd inning, but you can already tell. So far, he's wearing out that inside corner. He doesn't want these guys to get too extended, and it's worked out for him so far.
Started to go. Did he hold up in time? Yes, says the first base umpire. It's ball 3 now. 3-2 pitch. Now a check swing here, and no swing, says the home plate umpire. Not even an appeal. It's ball 4. Willie Bloomquist will get his first shot here with the runner on following the leadoff walk. He's ready now, the pitch. And he'll look at a fastball that doesn't miss by a whole lot. It's 1-0. And he thought to bunting here with the number 8 hitter up there.
Well, I'm more of a National League guy, so I'd maybe think about it. But in the American League, you just don't see it used all that often.
1-0 coming down to Bloomquist. And it's a called strike to even the count at 1. Nobody out, runner on first. Has a look, now the pitch. Swing and a miss as he pulled the string on him. 1-2. 1-2. And he just gets a piece there as this is chopped foul. Here he comes again. 1-2. And a swing and a ball hit foul heading for the seats. So another foul ball here, and it remains 1-2. Now another 1-2. And this is lifted out towards straightaway center field. There to take it is Trout, and that's out number 1. So with one gone, there you get a look at the Mariners' upcoming schedule for the next 7 days here on MLB The Show. Mike Zunino will stand in. He comes off an 0 for 4 in last night's ball game. First pitch to him. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1.
Oh, and you wonder if maybe he decided beforehand just to take a pitch up there first. Too bad for him because that thing was right down Broadway.
Pitch on its way now to Zunino. And this is on the ground toward the hole. Giavotella over to Pujols, and it's a double play that'll get him out of the inning. Around the horn they go. 5-4-3 to end the threat. Back with more on this fine Saturday night following this. Mike Trout ready to settle in here to start the Angels half of the inning. Matt Vasgersian joined by Eric Karros and Steve Lyons with you in this one. Here's the first pitch to him. And that one's in on the hands to start the inning. It's ball 1. Not much to shout about for either team here as we start the 4th inning. 0-0.
Yeah, I think we kind of knew that pitching might take the upper hand here. Maybe not to this extent, but both guys have really thrown the ball well.
Ready now on 1-1. And he'll come back with 1 in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. Pitch on the way. Takes that one a little bit low. 3 balls and a strike now.
Oh, I think he'd be real happy with a leadoff walk. Something just to get things started against this guy.
Swing and a ball hit well to the right side, but this will get into the crowd. 3-2, here it comes. Goes the other way and sends it deep down the right field line. A leap, but this is out of reach and off the wall. Around second now, and this ball still hasn't been fielded. And he's going for it all, headed for the plate. And he will score on the inside the park home run, and that was a gift right there.
Yeah, and you can sort of sense this one coming. I mean, once this thing hits off the wall and they have a little bit of trouble out there with it, he decides he's just going to keep right on going. And he winds up scoring on the inside the park home run.
Here's Albert now, as he swings and hits this one foul off to the right and out of play. One strike to Pujols. And this is lifted high in the air down the right field line. Trumbo is over near the stands as he makes the catch for the first down. So with the fly out there coming on the fastball, seems like an appropriate time to check out our pitch speed comparison for these two starters. And you can see there, both guys are living in the 90s, but in vastly different parts of town. 97 versus an even 90 miles an hour. C.J. Cron is at the plate as he takes a cold strike 1.
And you know, if you're going to challenge a guy up in the zone with a fastball, why not do it on the first pitch? A lot of times he's going to be taken anyway, and you just bought yourself a strike that you can now throw anything off of.
In time to first, and there are 2 away.
There's nothing easy about this play right here. It's a high chopper, so he knows he's going to have to field and throw pretty much all in one motion, and he does so here to get his man. That's a nice play.
Here's David Freese to stand in. Now this is hit high and deep out to left. So that'll stay in the park as it's off the left field wall. Around second. He'll try for third. The tag, and he is out at third, and with that, the side is retired. So 1 run on 2 hits, including the home run. No errors, and no one left on base. To the bottom of inning number 4 we go. It's the Angels 1 and the Mariners nothing. Logan Morrison will dig in again. He grounded out to start the home first. Here's the first offering. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. The 1-0. Swinging a little tapper out in front of the mound. Throw to first is in time for the first out.
Wow, showing some sweet athleticism right there, getting off the mound. This is not an easy play, but he gets to it quickly, and then he makes a good, strong throw for the out.
Here's Austin Jackson, the center fielder. As he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike 1.
Well, as we've seen so far, this isn't a team that's going to wait around too long to feel a pitcher out. They're an aggressive team all the way from top to bottom. And if that first pitch is anywhere close, most of these guys are going to take a hack at it.
And he'll take this to the bag himself, and there are 2 away now. So 2 are gone here in the M's half of the 4th. And set to stand in the fine second baseman Robinson Cano. Just lucky to make contact on that one as it's chopped foul. Cano waiting on the 0-1. Oh, and he hammers it to deep right field. Calhoun retreats to the track, and he'll put this one away. So a sigh of relief as the side is retired. Johnny Giavotella will make his way towards the box to lead off the 5th. And he'll start the inning with a pitch that misses off the plate. It's ball 1. Here it comes. Inside corner, a ball and a strike. Now the pitch. Swinging a ball hit on the ground, but a foul ball. 1-2 now. Now the 1-2. Swinging a ball hit hard on the ground towards second. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away. Colin Cowgill will stand in. He grounded out his first time. And here's a fastball called for strike 1.
That's one of those fastballs that just never feels like it's going to be a strike. It's up at the letters, and that's a tough one to do anything with.
Sets the target low here, and it misses 1-1. Now a swing and a softly hit ground ball. But this will get foul. It's a ball and 2 strikes. The right-hander deals on 1-2. Tried to shoot the corner, and he missed it. 2-2.
94 on the outer edge. Can't help but take that.
Now here's a swing and another chance out there at second. Throw gets him, 2 down. Drew Butera will dig in. He popped out in foul territory his first time. And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike 1.
Straight paint at 94 miles an hour. Not a lot of movement there, but it's right on a dime.
The pitch. Fouled back. Now here's the pitch. Down and away. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
And now, as a hitter, 1 and 2, you've got to be thinking right center field. He'll take a little swing out and try to drive something the other way.
Pitch in the dirt is swung on and missed, so he'll need to get the force at first. And the throw is in time. It's a strikeout, and the play at first goes 2-3 for good measure as the inning is over. Angels are gone in order, but they're on top 1-0. Nelson Cruz stand in to start things out here in the home half of the 5th. And you get the sense, Steve, that this crowd's been pretty well taken out of the ballgame to this point.
Yeah, they pretty much had to sit on their hands all afternoon. Not a lot to get excited about so far. And I think that's a credit to that man out there on the mound. He's cut right through this lineup for the first 4 innings.
Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2. Now the pitch. Got him to reach for it there as this is grounded to short. Ibar throws to first to take care of him for the first out. Kyle Seager will dig in. He popped out his first time. First pitch coming. And there's a fastball to begin the at-bat as Weaver gets ahead.
Real good lateral movement on that two-seam fastball. That pitch is money for him when it's moving like that. So just keep on throwing it.
Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike.
Well, one thing we've seen from this guy on the mound so far, when he makes bad pitches, they typically miss out of the strike zone. They don't miss in the zone where they can be crushed.
So 1-2 with 1 away. Not fooled there as this ball's hammered out to deep right field. And say goodbye to that one. Into the seats in right for a home run. A solo home run here for Kyle Seager. 6th home run on the season for him. And the Mariners have come back to make this a 1-1 game.
And as a pitcher, when your guys aren't scoring any runs for you, it makes things awfully difficult out there for you. I mean, he's held them off for as long as he could, but now with one swing, this is a completely different ballgame.
Here's Seth Smith now. Sees first pitch swinging here, and this is on the ground toward the hole. And a throw to Pujols is in time for the second out.
And that's a good guy to take care of on one pitch, especially on a swing like that.
Mark Trumbo will dig in. Drew a walk his first time around. Now a swing and a hard hit ball to short. Therefore it is Ibar. Throw over to Pujols at first. He'll take care of him to end the inning. Mariners get one on this swing by Kyle Seager. Through 5 innings. All even now at 1-1. Eric Ibar will dig in. 1 for 2. He grounded out the first time and followed that with a base hit in his second plate appearance. Breaking ball for a strike. 0-1. For that man right there, you need look back only to his last start to see a performance like the one he's shown here so far.
And well on his way to another great outing. And that's what you get when you mix your speeds and throw a lot of strikes.
And now a pitch on the way. That's inside and low. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
That big curveball is not an easy one to take on an 0-2 count. That's a great job of holding on.
Swing, hard hit ball to second. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th.
Yeah, another good start to an inning for him here. He's really only made 1 bad pitch the entire game. That was the solo home run. Other than that, you can see there, not much to speak of at all.
Cole Calhoun will try it again. He's grounded out and struck out in 2 trips. And here's the first pitch. In tight at 93, ball 1. And double-barreled action now in the Mariner bullpen as both a left-hander and a right-hander start to throw. And that pitch misses in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now.
Yeah, after that last swing, I would have thought they'd go right back in, but that's actually not a bad location because I doubt he was looking for something out there.
Good fastball that time as he's pulled the count back to even now. It's 2-2.
He's just cruising out there now. I'll tell you, this may turn into a game of first team to 2 wins.
Here to take it is Seager, and that's out number 2.
Yeah, a good pitch there as he gets the pop out on the fastball as we take a look at his pitch breakdown so far.
Mike Trout will stand in. He's 1 for 2 so far. First pitch on the way. Just got a piece of it as it's fouled back. 1 run on 3 hits, and no errors to this point for the Angels. Now here's a ball hit hard on the ground towards short. Fielded there by Blomquist. On to Morrison at first, and that ends the inning. Angels go down 1-2-3. Score remains tied 1-1. Willie Bloomquist will be the batter as we get things going in the bottom of the 6th.
The shortstop, Willie Bloomquist.
First offering on the way. This is hit down the right field line, but it's going to get out of play for strike one. And the pitch. Taken the other way, but this should be routine out there in right field. Calhoun has to come in a few steps, but he has it for out number 1. So the leadoff man set down, and here's the catcher, Mike Zunino. James Jones will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with 1 gone in the inning. And a high strike there, 0-1. Not too many strikeouts on the ledger for him so far, but it hasn't really mattered.
Yeah, I think ideally you'd like to see him miss a few more bats, but as long as you're keeping guys off balance and you're letting your defense help you, you don't need to strike a ton of guys out to be successful.
Swinging a ball hit softly on the ground, but a foul ball, and the count holds at 0-2. Another 0-2 coming. Now this pitch is stroked into right center field, and that'll get down for a base hit.
With this base hit right here, he picks up just their 3rd hit through the first 6 innings. But now the trick will be to string a few more of these together.
Logan Morrison will stand in again. A couple of groundouts for him on the ledger in his 2 trips so far. And now we see a right-hander up and throwing in the Angel bullpen. First pitch coming. Fastball in there for a called strike. Seemed to quicken his delivery to the plate on that last pitch.
Well, you got to remember the slide step does 2 things for you. It gets the catcher the ball quicker so he can throw a guy out, or it will...
And hold on there. That's not going to get him in there with the stolen base.
And here in the middle part of this ball game, he's wanting to give his guys the lead. So he picks a good pitch to run on, and he's in the second now as the possible go-ahead run.
Oh, what a good at-bat with the runner in scoring position as this is into right center. That's a base hit. And the runner will score from second as they take a 2-1 lead. Austin Jackson will stand in with a run in, 1 out and 1 on here in the inning. Here's the first offering. Pops this one up just beyond the infield on the right side. And he'll get over to... Oh, it kicks off his glove. How did he do that? And now, fortunately, they will get an out here. So it's a runner at first with 2 men out. And set to stand in the fine second baseman, Robinson Cano. Cano waits on the first pitch. And this is hit well towards the hole. Oh, a tough play from his knees. He got him. What a play. And the side is retired. M's pick up a run on 2 hits. We're through 6 full. It's the Mariners 2 and the Angels 1. Welcome back to Safeco Field here in Seattle. The Mariners out in front of this one as we move to the 7th, but before it gets underway, let's give you a look at the game summary to this point. James Jones will stay in the ball game as he'll likely do the catching from here out. Albert Pujols will come forward now to begin the 7th inning in what's been a very briskly played ball game here tonight.
And that's what happens when you get 2 starters that are on top of their game. It's been great pitching, great defense, not a lot of base runners, and a very even game through 6 innings.
Jesus Sucre is into the ball game here as he takes over behind the plate. Now the first pitch. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1. for that man right there. Just the one run allowed. The question is, can he make that lead stand up?
Well, he hasn't shown too many signs of cracking so far. He's got the look of someone right now who's ready to go the distance.
The 1-1 home. Hit hard back up the middle, and that's going to be a base hit. So the possible tying run is aboard here to start the 7th.
Yeah, that's a good job right there, reaching base to kick off the inning. He'd retired 6 in a row prior to that, so they finally have a base runner here for the first time in a couple innings.
C.J. Crone will stride in, grounded out his last time through. Now time is called as both guys in the bullpen are ready to go. Here comes the Seattle skipper on his way to the mound. And a change is forthcoming, as that's going to do it for his starter here this evening. So he'll depart with the lead and a chance to be the winner, but he is responsible for the tying run at first. Tom Wilhelmsen will get the assignment on the mound here, as he'll enter with the runner at first and nobody out. C.J. Crone will be the first to stand in against the new pitcher, as he'll do so with the runner at first and nobody out. Took a little off, and it's in for a called strike one. A look here at the hits per side here in the late going. He's set. Now the pitch. And here's a ball grounded foul near first base coach Alfredo Griffin. He's set. Now the pitch. Fastball called strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning.
That's a big strikeout here with that tying run still at first. Now you're basically a ground ball away from getting out of this.
David Freese will dig in, 1 for 2 to this point in the ball game. Now here's the first pitch. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. From the belt, kicks and deals. I had him guessing that time, as he's barely able to foul it away. Comes set, now the pitch. Now about a 58-foot breaking pitch that he wisely lays off here. Here comes the 1-2. 2 balls and 2 strikes to the former World Series MVP.
That's his strength. He wants to try and come in and jam you, so you've got to be ready to try and turn on something.
And he strikes him out as well, so make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen. Johnny Giavotella will dig in for the 3rd time now. He's struck out and bounced out in his first 2 trips. And a fastball's in there for strike 1.
And this offense has just been stuck in neutral. Even when they get a guy on to start the inning, they've got nothing to go with it.
He waits. Now the pitch. And, oh, look out, as the cutter ran way in and just about drilled him.
Yeah, he's not trying to hit him, I don't think, but sometimes you need to keep guys honest up there. I think that's all he was trying to do there.
Now the 1-1. Oh, and this is hit high and deep out to left. And this ball is gone. No chance to make a play on that one. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left, and the Angels move out to a 3-2 lead. Colin Cowgill is in for the 3rd time now as he takes a called strike. It's 0-1. Really dotting the corners here with the fastball. 0-2.
Yeah, he came with a little bit of a different look that time. This pitch is also in there knee high, and now they've got him behind in the count. 0-2.
The 1-2. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Sets the 2-2 pitch. Swing and a ball hit to the left side, and this is going to wind up a souvenir. Now another 2-2. Full count, 3-2.
He knows the drill out there. You got to make him swing the bat. Cannot be giving up walks at this stage of the game because those could be fatal.
Jones is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. So the Angels get two, both on this two-run home run. Bottom of the seventh inning coming up. Get up and stretch. It's now 3-2 Angels. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. Now the first pitch. Nelson Cruz is in to start things off here as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Yet again, another first pitch strike.
And it's a big reason of why he's having the success he is. You establish the count in your favor right away, and it just opens up the door to so many more options going forward.
Here comes the 1-1. And they'll come inside with this one, but the result's the same. It's to 2-1 now.
Well, this is a spot where it helps to have a two-seam fastball like that so you can work in on the right-handed hitters.
Could have been 3-1. Instead, it's 2-2. 4 pitches. Fast, slow, fast, slow. EK, you thinking fastball here?
It seems to fit the pattern, but you better not get too predictable out there. Guys will catch on quick.
Payoff pitch coming. Now a ball lined towards center field. And that'll be a base hit. So right away, the possible tying run is aboard to start the bottom of the seventh.
And not only is that going to put the tying run on base to start the bottom of the seventh, but that's also going to get this crowd involved a bit more too.
Now here comes Angels manager Mike Scioscia on his way to the mound. And it looks like that's going to do it for Jared Weaver. Mike Morin will come on now as he'll take over in inning number 7. First pitch coming. Kyle Seager stands in for the third time now as he takes a look at a ball. It's 1-0.
Well, now he's got to be saying, this is the wrong time for that strike zone to start shrinking. You need that to be a strike.
The 1-0. Swing and a liner, but this will be foul. One pitch on the way. And here's a pitch swung on and missed. 1-2 now.
And that's about where he'll sit with that fastball. 93, 94. And that's plenty hard enough to blow it by guys when you need to.
Just does manage to get a piece there as this is bounced foul.
Let's go one more time, baby.
Here's another 1-2. Oh, this is hit to third. Will it be 2? One there on to first, so he comes right out of the bullpen and gets the double play. Seth Smith will stride forward now. He's bounced out a couple of times already here in the ballgame. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike one.
That's a two-seam fastball right there. It looks to the hitter like it's going to be inside, and then it tails back to the inside corner of the plate.
Late swing and a ball lined foul into the seats past the third base dugout. Here it comes. And they'll try to tempt him with a curveball, but this bounces in front of the plate, and it's 1-2. Here's the 1-2. And this is fouled back and out of play. Another 1-2 delivery. This is offered at in the dirt for strike 3. Just needs to make that easy throw to first. And the throw to first will indeed get him. It's a strikeout, score at 2-3, and the inning is over. Drew Butera will come forward now. He's popped out and struck out in his first 2 plate appearances. Watches a fastball right there for strike 1. And here's a curveball in the dirt that time for a ball. 1-1. Pitch on the way. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
I think that's consistent with how the strike zone gets called now. That's a strike in the rule book, but most umpires won't give you that pitch anymore.
And this is heading out toward left field, but this is going to get fouled up into the crowd. Crowd gets up for the 3-2. And a good take there will net him a base runner as it's ball 4 now to start the 8th inning. Eric Ibar will step in. A ground out victim his last time. Yeah, we see a lefty and a right-hander start to loosen up in the bullpen. Now here's the first pitch. Runner goes for second. This ball's hit in the air down the right side and out of play. 0-1 from the stretch. This ball's grounded foul. From the belt, the pitch. Out in front as this is pulled foul into the seats. Ready with another 0-2. And this is lifted in the air out to left. There to take it is Smith, and that's out number 1. And both starters have been in form. 3-2 our scores. We give you a look at the starter comparison for these two opposing pitchers. Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound. So a call to the bullpen now, and they'll make a move for the left-hander here. Cole Calhoun will be the first to greet him here as he'll stand in with a runner at first and 1 away. Here's the first pitch to him. And a check swing here, but he clearly went around on a pitch that would have been a strike anyway. It's 0-1. So they get the matchup they wanted here, lefty on lefty, but it's worth noting there are 2 right-handers to follow.
And you've got a right-hander going in the bullpen as we speak, so this could be a one-batter outing.
Pause, now the pitch. Now a swing and a ground ball, but this will be a foul ball as he's behind 0-2 now. He's ready, now the pitch. Now a swing, and he just fouls this one away. Another 0-2 home. Inside, as that perhaps will back him off a bit. 1-2. He's ready now, the pitch. And a fastball blew it right by him. 2 down.
Well, that's all about playing the percentages there. They bring the left-hander out of the bullpen to get the better matchup, and he obliges with the big strikeout.
And now time is called, and the reliever is warm out there. Number 53 will come in and pitch now.
Number 53.
Mike Trout will be the first to greet him here as he stands in with a runner at first and 2 away. Swing and a hard hit ball towards the hole. And how about that right out of the bullpen? A ground ball on 1 pitch, and the inning is over. Angels strand 1, and it remains a 3-2 ball game. Joe Smith is on out of the bullpen now as he'll take over to start the bottom of the 8th. Jesus Sucre will stand in now as he'll be getting his first plate appearance in this one here in the 8th. Sinker runs outside to start the at-bat, 1-0. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. 1-0 on the way. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
And down by a run, a leadoff walk would certainly help the cause. He's got to shrink that strike zone here and not chase anything that he shouldn't be swinging at.
Here's the 2-0. 3-0 now.
And it goes without saying, but this has to be in the strike zone. You don't want him on base to start off the inning.
Now the 3-0 pitch. And no doubt about this one, it's in there, 3-1.
Yeah, a much better pitch there than the one he threw on 2-0.
Now the 3-1 home. Fastball is taken for a strike, and he runs it full 3-2. Now the 3-2 pitch. Swinging a ball hit hard on the ground at first. And he'll take this to the bag of 3 unassisted for the first out.
And we showed you the ERA just a moment ago. It's under 1 coming into play, and it just keeps on dropping as he gets the first out here.
Here's the first offering. Willie Bloomquist comes on with 1 away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0.
That's what you have to do against a big sweeping slider like that. It starts in the zone, and it's probably going to finish out of the zone, so that's a good job just to lay off.
The 1-0 pitch. Hammered the other way to deep right field. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
The right fielder, number 99, James Jones.
James Jones will be the batter. First pitch to him. And he takes a cold strike. 0-1. Hits are even right now at 5 aside. Now the pitch. Good hard slider there, but it runs away. It's a ball and a strike. Here's the 1-1 pitch. And a bouncing ball, foul. Here comes a 1-2. And this is going to find the crowd down the left field line. Count holds at 1-2. Again, a 1-2. And he reaches for one but can't find it as he's down on strikes for the final out. Mariners are down in order. They're down 3-2. Albert Pujols will get us started as they look for a little insurance here in the top of the ninth. First pitch of the inning misses here to the cleanup man. It's 1-0.
Yeah, well, that's, I guess, what you'd call a rule book strike. Technically, that's in the strike zone, but it's a call that most pitchers don't get nowadays.
A 1-1. And a swing by Pujols, but he didn't get all of this one. And the leadoff man retired here to kick off the ninth. C.J. Cron will try again. 0 for 3 thus far. And here's the first pitch. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike. Here's the pitch. Out of play. Bases are empty, one man out. Now the pitch. That's hard hit back up the middle. And the off-balance throw gets him. Nice play for the out.
And this is not an easy play when you have to range to your right. He doesn't really have a chance to set himself up, so this is all arm, but he makes it look routine.
Here's David Freese to stand in. As he'll pick on the first pitch and hit a ground ball towards second. And that'll get through into center field for a base hit.
A good job here. Stays inside the ball well, doesn't roll over, and just shoots this ball right back up the middle.
In there at the letters 0-1. He's set, now the pitch. Swing and a ball lifted in the air toward the line and right. Jones is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and one man left aboard. Nothing more in the Angel ninth. Last chance coming up now for Seattle. They trail it here 3-2. Houston Street is on now to try to close things down here in the ninth.
Number 16, Houston Street.
Logan Morrison will get another crack, 1 for 3 thus far.
For the Mariners. First baseman, Logan Morrison.
And a slider just about gets away from him there as it runs in a bit too close for comfort.
Boy, hitting the guy wouldn't exactly be the smoothest way to enter a ball game. He's lucky that one didn't get him.
1-0 pitch now. Look out, 2-0 now.
Not close on either of these first 2 pitches. He's going to have to find the release point quick before he loses the leadoff guy.
Now the 2-0. And he gets a piece of it here, but it's chopped foul. A 2-1 offering. 2-1 pitch is swung on and hit in the air out to center field. Trout is there, and that's not the start to the bottom of the ninth this crowd was hoping for. 1 away. So the leadoff man gone to start the top of the ninth as we take a look at league saves leaders entering play. And as you see, he's right up there among league leaders in that department. Austin Jackson will stand in. He grounded into a fielder's choices last time. First pitch on the way. And a good slider that time by Street. It's 0-1. 1 out, nobody on. Now here it comes. On, he takes something off there and had him way out in front for strike 2.
Wow, what a good time to take something off of that pitch. And they had him fooled pretty good on that one.
Now a swing and another fly ball here as things are getting busy out there in Central. And that's going to get your tying run in scoring position as it ought to be good for extra bases. The relay, and he'll make it to third safely, so your tying run is 90 feet away with only 1 gone.
Well, it's not a game-tying home run, but it's the next best thing. As down by 1, he makes it all the way to third here with a triple.
Robinson Cano step in now in a big spot here in a game as close as this one.
He had a chance of redemption, too, because he hasn't done much through his first 3 plate appearances. But he could make up for all of that with a base hit right here.
Cano waits on the first pitch. And a sinker sinks too much there as it bounces into the catcher's glove. Nervous time now in that third base dugout.
Heck, nervous time up here. My heart's racing, and I'm just watching this game.
As a look, now the pitch. Driven the other way out to deep left field. Ball game! A two-run shot here for Robinson Cano. And with one swing of the bat, this ball game is over.
It looked like he saved his best work here for the final swing. And these guys are certainly amped up as he wins it with a game-winning homer.
Not a lot of offense to go around in this one, but what offense we did see came from this man's bat. He's our top player of the game.
But he came up with, without question, the key at-bat this one. But no surprise, it was also the final pitch. Got a pitch he could handle and turned it around for the walk-off home run. Well, that's a great win.
So that just about does it. For EK, Psycho, and the crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, get those smartphones and tablets out and head over to theshownation.com. The Mariners win it 4-3. Good night from Seattle.